great opportunity for the community to get involved in hearing about the new city identity and what it all means, the stories behind it. We're sharing a lot of the really extensive research that was done both around the globe, but importantly from our community, and hearing what they see about our city and how we can tell the stories of not just the city of today and the past, but importantly of the future.
So today, this is all about celebrating Otautahi through play. So we're partnered with Gapfiller to put on this event to really help celebrate the new brand identity for the people of Christchurch.
Play is important for so many reasons, because it allows us to actually experiment, try new things, and really kind of explore, I don't know, who we are, I suppose. So play means there's really no point to it, but without play we wouldn't have poetry, we wouldn't have music, new inventions, sport. Like, it just allows us to, I suppose, be a bit freer, and be less of a machine and more of a human.
I've lived in Christchurch all my life, and I love the city. I love the mix of sort of the urban, but with the natural, you know, the parks and things like that so close. I especially love that in the last, 10 years since the quakes, it's really revitalised a lot of what the city does.
This event today has been super special. We've had such amazing participation. There's been some really good feedback about the new identity, but it's really just nice seeing people, filled with joy, coming into the central city, getting really excited about what Otautahi has to offer, and really bringing that love back into the central city.
So the city identity came about through a lot of research. So we talked to our community, talked to visitors, we compared Christchurch with some other cities in the world, and our real goal was to find what's unique about Christchurch, what's a story that really hits the heartstrings for our locals, and we know it's authentic to our place. So that story is all about finding balance, so balance for yourself, balance with our planet, that harmony between people and nature. And I think the beautiful thing is we find that balance through making time and space to play. So all sorts of play, not just in your playgrounds with your kids, but adults playing in the Port Hills with their mountain bikes, people getting creative in the city, going to enjoy cultural shows and events, all sorts of play.
A lot of people play without really realising it, and it's when you feel, I suppose, the happiest, and when you're kind of in tune with who you are and flowing. So that's why we've kind of brought this personality test to this event, so that people actually find a way into play and they discover that they really are playful people and different ways of doing that.
The way that I find balance in my life is by doing lots of different things. Like, I love performing, but I also love working with education and working with kids. I try and get exercise, fresh air, things like that.
I think for me it's like creating things, like doing shows like we do is a real release valve for me.
I find balance, so I'm really lucky. I live in New Brighton, so I have a really amazing, I have access to the beach, I have access to the domain, but then I also get to come into the city and experience the great nightlife that we have.
You don't need to spend 2 hours in the car, like commuting. We get angry at 20 minutes of traffic.
But things I do to try and find balance is I love going for walks around the parks, spending time with friends, family. I like listening to audiobooks, a little bit nerdy, but that just helps me unwind.
It's a great time to be in our city. When we look around, we've got some of the new features like Riverside Market, which is really buzzing. We saw that with the cruise season being really popular. We've obviously got Te Pai, which is amazing, and on today, again, it's an amazing vibe it brings to the city. And Te Kaha, our new multi-use arena, is not that far away. So we've got a new city and a new story to tell. And for a resident, it's really important first for them to embrace this new city, but secondly to think about the city of the future. That looks like a regenerative city. How do we make it sustainable for our future generations? But also, how do we attract talent here? Because we need to grow in a sustainable way, but we need to have that vibrancy and talent to come here and actually embrace the infrastructure that we've now got.